Your New York Knicks are 4-3.
We're so excited about this team. Can I say this? Can we keep this team together? Like this team we have right now, can we keep this team together?
We're gonna talk about it. Let's get into the video.
Take notes.
Big Meech.
We're here.
I'm an analyst.
It's different this time.
What's up, guys? Welcome back, Terry and Trey. I got a haircut for the first time in months. The Knicks are winning basketball games 113-108 over the Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta. We end the road trip with another victory. We're coming back to New York the last week. Honestly, really going back to preseason, because preseason we felt the vibes. You want to see it in the regular season. And honestly, right now we're looking like a playoff team.
All right, back up. Let me see the haircut. Looks really nice. Take off the hat. Yeah. Looking like you're back in civilization now with us. Thank you. Thank you for that, son. About these Knicks. So let me tell you, it's so funny because, you know, we get trashed all the time, right? Like we're a shitty team. We have horrible players. You all suck. I think we're all right now, like feeling like, wait a minute. We actually have like a legit team. We're like, wait a minute. These guys are playing. We're like, wait a minute. These guys are winning games. Like this is a new feeling for me as a Knicks fan because I've only, kind of recently really got into following the Knicks through you. So I've just kind of been suffering and been used to been making fun of. I am really liking what I am seeing out here. This is making me excited.
Listen, you summed it up. Even me. So this is like, so obviously, look, you were a Knicks fan in the 90s. Don't sell yourself short.
I wasn't following the game like this.
Yeah, you were following the game like this. But 2013, you definitely were. We went to the Melo playoff game.
Yes, we did.
Right, we went to games. But the thing is, like, even me, who's been following the team this crazy since I was a kid in the mid 90s, late 90s, I even am watching. Like, I'm so used to what we've been. Right, and I know about obviously I know about 2013. We went to so many games that year. Went to playoff games. We were at there for insanity. Like we've seen the Knicks be good. It's not like the Knicks.
We saw them play against the Celtics.
Yeah, like we
saw Sunday afternoon being in the city. Yep.
Right, like I'm saying, we've seen the Knicks just be good. But it's like you said, we've been bad for such a long period of time in recent years. It just kind of feels like it's going to be more of the same. And then this season. Nothing, I mean, outside the staff, obviously, nothing that exciting happens that makes you think, oh, it's going to be a complete flip. We hoped it, but we've hoped it for years and years. And I will say this, I think coming into the season, a lot of people had a bit of fatigue of hope fatigue, right? We were so like, this is like the third or fourth year of like, hey, it's not that bad.
We're building again. Oh, we're developing players. Oh, they're young guys. Young guys, my ass. Are you seeing IMMANUEL Quickley?
IMMANUEL Quickley! Woo! What a player! Well, I mean, I have specific things I want to talk about, but go off. Let me hear you. What do you think about
IMMANUEL Quickley to me, right? So yes, we already see he comes on the court, he brings the energy, he steps the game up. Everyone else steps the game up. But he also seems to me almost like he's like on the coaching staff, but he could play really well because he does everything so smart. He knows how to get the foul calls. He knows how to get to the line. He knows where to be. You notice he's playing to me like he's in his second or third year in the league. Like for real. Like for real. That's how he's playing to me. He's not playing like he just got there. You notice his legs? Have you seen his calves? So he has really developed legs and they're on the thicker side, if you will. And it makes him seem like a man. As opposed to like a man, and I think he's playing like a man. Listen, it's his rookie season. Maybe he's getting some rookie luck, right? But I don't know.
Nah.
His rookie luck is strong because.
This is not a rookie luck. We saw it from the jump. This is the thing, right? How he's played is exactly how he played from the first time you saw him. Mm-hmm. Right? The reason we're excited about him, he had his interviews. His interviews gave you the vibe of who he is on the court. That's a crazy thing, right? From the interview, you're like, I like this guy. I like the feeling we're getting. He gets into the preseason games. He shows out a little bit. First game off the bench. Second game, gets to play, has a great game, then gets injured. And, you're kind of wondering, okay, the season starts now. It's going to be harder for him to work his way back in.
Right.
Obviously, first game back. But then tonight, boom, immediately 16 points coming out. We were going to lose that game. Elfrid Payton, who I have to give credit to Elfrid Payton, he's been better recently. I need water. Elfrid's been better recently. But in this game, he's trying to get this Pellegrino sponsorship. Guys,
I'm done with
Pellegrino.
I'm done.
At Pellegrino, get us a sponsorship. But with Elfrid Payton, he's playing in the third quarter, not really doing much, shooting too much. Trae Young is killing him. We bring in IQ. I actually thought Tibbs kind of messed up the rotation. I thought he played Payton too long. The starters in the third quarter, I thought he played way too long. Brings in Quickley, brings in KNICKS, and IQ just brings this energy. He has a nice fake handoff move, gets a dunk, comes down, hits the three. He has that incredible steal on Trae Young, where it looks like he morphed and he just stole the ball. He just straight up stole the ball. And then my favorite thing, because I cannot stand Trae Young and his little baiting for fouls. You saw Tibbs going off. He comes back and gives Trae Young a taste of his own medicine. IQ is a baller. He's a hooper. He's a pure natural hooper. He's like he grew up on West 4th Street. He just has that vibe about him. He likes to compete. He plays hard. He brings a spark. He's everything we wanted in a point guard for years, and I am so happy he's here, and we're lucky. This guy's a steal. We talk about steals.
He said, I'm just a basketball player. That's what he said, because they asked him about what position he's playing, right? Remember, he came in and he was like, I play point guard. That's the position that I play. But now he's just like, I'm a basketball player.
I'm a hooper.
Right? And he's definitely showing us that. I am so happy to have him on the team right now, and I am really liking how all of these guys are playing together. I feel like they're gelling together. Even Austin Rivers that just came back, right? Because he's a vet, and because he knows what he needs to bring, right? He knows he's not going to be playing 40 minutes a game necessarily, but when he comes in, he can give us what we need. And I'm liking this little roster that we have right now. I know some guys are still injured. I know Burks is out. I know Frank is out. But I'm liking this roster, and I want to see.
Obi Toppin's not playing.
Right.
This is the craziest part about this season for me. If you told me a month ago, hey, the Knicks are going to be really exciting to start the season, and Obi's going to play, just at the beginning, he's going to be injured, and no one's going to really be worried or care that he's injured. That's crazy. Obi, I'm forgetting Obi's on the team is how good they're playing. And everyone's picking it up. Tibbs is coaching his mother effing ass off. You saw him screaming after the Trae Young foul. I just imagine. I have to bring him up. But I just imagine the other person there, and I imagine him laughing at what was going on, or maybe making a joke like, "Oh, Trae, don't get away with that." Tibbs is at the ref like, "What is that? Stop it!" And I'm telling you, everything is psychological, right? These people are adults. It's the NBA, whatever. When you get screamed at by someone and they're telling you you're doing something wrong, the next time the same thing happens, I'm telling you, you think it again. Not because you're scared of the person, really.
You want to seem fair. You want to seem fair.
Yeah.
And so who's really smart with what he's doing with that too is Immanuel Quickley, to talk about him again. He is talking to the refs, and when they make calls on him, he's going to them and he's asking them, "Oh, hey, what did I do? Right? What was wrong?" And by the way, and that's what I'm saying, like he acts like he's a coach. He's going to them, getting that information, but they know he's interacting. So now he's sort of establishing like some sort of rapport, some sort of relationship, and being sort of nice about it, if you will, right? Like he's not walking to them like, "Oh, what did I do? Why are you calling me out?" He's like, "Oh, like what did I do? Like, can you tell me?" The next time he'll be like, "Oh, he was so polite and nice when he asked why did I." Oh, I'm not going to call him out on that again. It's a psychological thing. It really is a psychological thing.
It is. It's I'm trying to remember. What was Christian Bale's character in American Psycho? What was his name?
Oh, I don't remember. Are you looking it up?
But, I'm gonna take too long to look it up. But regardless, what he feels like is American, like almost like a sociopath who knows what he needs to do to get people on his side. He's talking to the refs. The refs, like you said, the refs aren't thinking at the time, "Oh, this is why he's doing it." But he's planting seeds.
Yeah.
Planting seeds.
Yes.
His play on the court, his vibe off the court, his vibe as a point guard. Love it. He's going to start eventually. I'm not even too worried about him starting right now because it's very clear he's the best point guard on the team and should be our guy.
Right.
I think as long as he's closing games. What I saw tonight is what I wanted to see, right? Alfred started, some good stuff, but not never really a good game for him. IQ comes in, changes the game, and Tibbs lets him finish it. Except for the end when he took him out for Bullock, and Reggie Bullock and Julius Randle almost threw away the game.
I know. I was screaming. I don't know if you have me on video, but I was screaming. I was like, "What are you doing? Are we just giving away the game? What is going on?" I was on my feet. I was on my feet for a minute. I was like, "What are we doing?"
I was so confused. But we're going to talk about Randle in a good way because that guy, so much to say. But let's talk about RJ Barrett first.
Oh my goodness.
26 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. He played 44 minutes, which is a lot of minutes. But this is Tibbs. This is what he does. RJ Barrett today looking like Jimmy Butler. Hitting his shots, being a leader, making the passes, getting good rebounds. 11 boards tonight. He's always been a good rebounder. He has taken that step up, and even when he struggled, we saw him struggle a couple of games ago. He's back with a vengeance, playing so well. And you look at the starting lineup, right? All vets. Mitch is there as well, obviously. Right. And RJ is clearly in that group now as the main guy. Him and Randle, I had a lot of reservations about them playing together, but they're making it work. They're both being really unselfish, moving the ball. What's not to love?
RJ, another solid, strong guy on the court, giving us consistent points. Pan face. I'm not pan face. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say his pan, meaning his face. I'm trying to punch the face, right? And he doesn't seem to be disturbed by anything. So even if he starts off having a bad quarter or a bad half, that's not going to really disrupt how he continues to play. Smart player, knows what he's supposed to do, well trained, and is going to be a solid guy for us. I have no doubt about that. I have no doubt, like I keep saying to you, to me, he's going to be a star in this league for New York Knicks. He's going to be a solid star.
We want to get into percentages tonight. Didn't shoot great from 3, 20%, but 52% from the field overall, 71 from the line. Better than last year, and he's been trending up over there. But RJ just seems to be, the game's slowing down for him. He's being able to understand things a bit more. Steph Curry dropped 62 last night. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not.
He dropped 62. He was getting a lot of shit, and people are saying, now that guys are out, Curry can't do it. And what he said is he's adjusting to being the only guy now. And he said he's beginning to take pictures of the defense. He's able to see what they're doing. And I think RJ's seeing the same thing. I think RJ's beginning to get a better understanding. His shot is a lot more confident in general. Love what you're seeing from RJ. But I think the guy who has been 100% the MVP of the season, and I tweeted something out and people are going to go crazy about me. You know me, I'm the hype guy. That's who I am. But Julius Randle right now is averaging, someone tweeted it out, he's averaging, more points than LeBron James, right? More, I think more rebounds, and I'm gonna get it wrong. I can't remember it now, but it was like LeBron, Luka, and like Steph Curry or something. He was doing better than all the stats. Yeah. Right now, Randle, who had a ridiculous game tonight, 28 points, 17 rebounds, and 9 assists. He is basically averaging a triple-double on a Knicks team that doesn't, I was gonna say don't have a star, but I guess he is the star. This is MVP level play. That sounds insane. But if the Knicks finish a top 5 seed and Randle plays like this, that is a top 4 or 5 MVP candidate, which is crazy to say, but he's been incredible.
Right. So I have a question for you. So Randle has absolutely turned around his game since the season started, right? He's giving us what we wanted to see. He's giving us the points. He's playing fairly. He's passing the ball. We're like, yes, this is who we wanted, right? I did see some stats of his where he's up there with some of the top 5 guys playing in the league right now, right? For lots of different stats. And I was like, oh, wow, Randle's up there. So let me ask you this. Do you want to try to trade him come close to playoff season?
So this whole debate about what the Knicks do is going to be really, really interesting because there's so many ways this can go. I've always theorized that this front office is aggressive. They're not going to sit back, right? This summer, they tried to get Gordon Hayward. They didn't want to offer the years, but they were looking to be a good team. Obviously, I think the plan didn't happen, and they're very happy now that they're seeing it happen anyway with some of the guys they have. Right. But they wanted to make a move. They were not going to make a stupid move or just mortgage the whole future, but they were clearly looking to make a move. Now, they drafted Obi Toppin. There's no real future where they both play well together long term. They play the same position. You need someone at the 5. You need Mitch out there. You can't play Obi and Randle. I don't think they don't intend for Obi to just be some bench guy. Now anything could happen. Randle playing like this is way better than Obi, clearly, and at this point, you got to ride with what you have.
Right.
He has that player option. We have the team option on him, so we can keep him for next season. My theory right now is if Randle keeps this up, you can't get rid of him because you're not going to get someone that's doing this. There's no one, because Randle's not going to turn his perception in the league in one season. Randle's not just going to become a star at the Blue. So when you ask people to trade for Randle, they're going to see his stats and say, okay, damn, he's having a good season, but he's playing like a top 15 guy in the league. No one's going to give you a top 15 guy back or the picks or everything you want. So It's interesting. I think if anything, right now the Knicks have not been good forever. These guys got to stay together. You got to play the guys that are playing. The guys that are not playing, package them, trade them, do whatever. The guys that are playing and contributing on the court. The Knicks needed a franchise cleanup. We needed to show that we are a legit team, a legit organization. Even if we were good on the court, we need to look solid and like a real serious team, right? And I think for them and the whole staff, even down to Worldwide West, they know that this season we need to establish a foundation, then build upon it. I do not think they would hesitate to trade Randle if they saw a good deal, but they're not going to rush him out by any means. Clearly, this guy, I told you, if he plays like this, I don't know if he can keep this up, but if he plays like this is an MVP level player if the Knicks end up being a good team. I don't want to get 5th seed. I'm going to get into the playoffs yet, but we're doing something special so far.
We are doing something special. I'm so happy to see them playing like this. Again, I want to see this group stay together. One of my biggest things, and I know it's part of basketball, I get it, I understand it happens, but I hate when I see a nice group together and I see them playing well, they're gelling, and then all of a sudden they pull one part out and replace it with another part. So now you got to learn to play again with these new guys. I don't care what you say. Like, you have to learn to play again with a new group, even if you only change. And you never change one piece, right? It's usually 2 or 3 pieces that are changed. So you're changing up the team again. So I just want to see, this is working. This is working right now. I want to see it continue to work. I want to see Burks when he's not injured anymore. I want to see Obi come back and play a little bit. Even Nerlens Noel was injured today also. I want to see them come back and be that second unit. And I want to see these guys right here play.
I think we already kind of touched on the are we good conversation. Let's go into it. I agree, right? We've been deprived of so much for so long. As much as it makes sense to do the deeper thinking about the future, you have to remember our future is kind of also set up. Dallas, they're leading right now. They didn't win yet. They're playing the Rockets, right? But Dallas are 2-4, I think, and they're actually the worst team in the West right now, right? Now KP's out for a little bit. Luka's been injured.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing. Don't forget, we have their pick. If we end up, there's a chance we end up good this season. Dallas ends up bad, and somehow we actually have Dallas pick is a high one. Like, that's the crazy thing of this trade for that guy is that you really didn't. We always said you're not going to know what happens really until we get to this draft. And this draft is also insane. The good thing about how the Knicks are playing overall is that how we're playing now gives us options. Right? As much as, don't get me wrong, I'm really enjoying how Randle's playing. He is killing it. I do not think you're going to get value for him if you trade him. I do not think they should trade him, clearly, the way he's playing. Right. But a good front office knows what they're doing. They know how to sell high at the right time, buy low on the guy, do smart maneuvers. And my thing is, and we've said this over and over, is we want to trust the Knicks.
I think we do feel confident with this new front office. Right? The new regime, so far what they've shown us, we like every move they've made so far. So we have to trust the process, right? We're actually they're showing us some of the results right here on the court, right? So we're already seeing that, okay, we're buying in. We're drinking the Kool-Aid as we always do, and it's all good. It's all good.
We are certainly drinking the Kool-Aid. I think you just hit it on the head, right? We're trusting the process, we're seeing it on the court. As long as this keeps going this way, they're not going to do anything crazy, I think. I do think they'll do something aggressive, maybe in the summer.
Right.
They said from the beginning there's going to be like a 20-game evaluation period, right? Okay. So after 20 games, we're going to see where we stand. What if we're 12-8? You know what I mean? Like we have no clue where we're going to be at this point, or it could fall apart. If we are at a good point, they may look to add to the team. You know, I put 30 and 42 on Knicks Media. Shout out to Richie and CK2K. We were on that stream together,
Right.
and I was the highest prediction by far. You know me, guys. I'm all in Kool-Aid man over here. And the thing is, the reason I said that, I said if we start playing well, I think they'll try to add. They're going to do a trade to make us better. Usually we're like, oh, who can we trade away to get a pick because we suck? You brought it up in the beginning. It still feels weird watching them and like believing it. You know, this game to me showed so much because we've seen this game a million times. That third quarter happens and the game ends. That's it.
Right.
Down 14, whatever.
I wanted to mention that really quickly too. When the third quarter started and I saw that start to happen, I was like, here we go. And so finishing out the quarters strong, even if we're not ahead, even if we're still below by like 2-3 points, still making the effort and finishing out strong takes you mentally to that place where you need to be, and they have to be there all the time. We're playing the Utah Jazz on Wednesday, right? And then playing Oklahoma City on Friday. Two decent teams. So
but I'll say this, OKC, because they traded Chris Paul. They
traded away the whole team.
Yeah, but they did good this year, surprisingly. They just seem to have a good culture about them. The Jazz, obviously, an elite team. You're going to get to see Johnny Bryant against the guys he trained. And Walt Perrin. Don't forget, Walt Perrin, our draft guy, was their guy who drafted Donovan Mitchell, who drafted Alec Burks back then. And there's a lot of fun stuff in that Jazz game.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting. I think right now, and I know it's going to contradict what I said before, we do have to take it a game at a time.
Yes.
Knicks fans, honestly, enjoy this, man. When's the last time we just saw good, fun basketball? Like, I want to do these post games and like really delve into things, but we're so happy and excited. It's good to just be happy and excited, especially because after the last year we had in 2020. Just, I'm blown away. I'm happy. Knicks basketball, baby. We have a better record.
Really happy. Guys, thanks for following us. What? Am I going too far? Too much?
Yeah, hey, better record than the Nets.
The who? The who?
Exactly.
Yeah. Go back to New Jersey, guys. Get over the bridge. Bye-bye. Anyway, as I was trying to sign out prior, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe to us. Terry, you're going to be away for a little bit. What's going to happen?
We're going to talk about, I'm going to Hawaii with the missus. We will talk, I'm going for like a week. So moms and I are going to figure out if we do some kind of live stream. My girlfriend can scream at me for talking about the Knicks on vacation.
She gonna be hot. She gonna be hot if you talk about Knicks on vacation. You might be banned from the Knicks for like the week.
I'm like, how are the Knicks so good when I'm going on? What the hell? After all these years? I'm about to be at the beach, just like, what's that? All right. We'll figure it out. Either mom's going to get some people on and do the show with her, which we'll talk about. We figure something out. But thank you for supporting, guys. Knicks above 500. We're 4-3. I can't believe it either. But, this is... I'm speechless. I'm like... for once, guys, Terry is speechless. That's how crazy things are this year.
Wait, no, you're not. You're still talking. You're still talking.